Hey, welcome back. Part 2 of solving literal equations. Again, a literal equation is an equation with multiple variables. Here's some simple hints. We're going to think backwards using PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, add, and subtract. We're going to work backwards. We're going to remove the fractions by multiplying by the reciprocal. And then the last step is usually to divide by whatever is next to your variable. All right, so looking at number 9, I want to get rid of that fraction. And in the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2/1. So I've got 2a by a fraction equals b times h. We're solving for h. Getting h by itself, we're going to divide by b. So I've got 2a over b equals h. Not bad. These are really helpful to think and process through because it's a lot of letters and a lot of operations happening at once. So this is where we just really need to stop, think, slow ourselves down, and just work backwards, okay? All right, here we go. So number 10, I want to get rid of that fraction, that 1/3. So I'm going to solve for b. The inverse of 1/3 is 3/1. I'm going to multiply by 3/1. I've got 3b equals bh. Again, canceling out my fraction. I want my b by myself, so I'm going to divide by that height, that h. 3b over h equals b. So I'm going to just rewrite it because I like the variable that we're solving for on the left. It's a good habit to get into. 11. Solving for m, right here. Here's my m. Let me erase the circle from the problem before. There's my m. I need to get that m by itself. We work backwards order of operations. All right? There's no adding and subtracting, so there's multiplying and dividing. I need to multiply by 2. So I've got 2k equals mv squared. Still, I'm looking for this m. So I'm going to divide by v squared. So I've got 2k over v squared equals m. m equals 2k over v squared. There we go. Once we get in the rhythm and you feel more comfortable, it starts to become a little more easy. We're solving for b. That's right here. This guy right here. So we're working backwards. In this case, this is kind of like it has parentheses around it. So that's like the last thing that we're going to do. I need to multiply by d. So I've got a times d equals b plus c. Solving for b, I'm going to subtract c. So I've got a d minus c equals b. Rewriting it, a d minus c. I always like to get in the habit of having that variable that we're solving for on the left. All right, one more in this part. We're going to do number 13. Go ahead and circle the variable that we're solving for. That's this w right here. So working backwards from order of operations, I'm going to subtract this 2l from both sides. Again, solving for w. These guys are like terms. So I write it next to each other. P minus 2l. This is the perimeter formula. Perimeter of a rectangle. One more step. This is multiplication. To undo that, I divide. So I've got p minus 2l divided by 2 equals w. Again, getting in that good habit of writing on the left. That's what we got. So this is part 2 of solving for literal equations. Mrs. Straight, signing off.